Vision 2017 is a symposium aimed at building St. Louis's STEM small businesses into an inclusive and diverse community. Here with more are Dr. Cheryl Watkins-Moore of BioSTL and Christy Maxfield, Program Consultant for the Center for Emerging Technologies. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks.
Did I get all that correct?
Yes.
You did. So this is like kind of for me, deep breath, because this is a big field with tons of media attention, tons of, just busyness going on about it, and I want to break it down so people really understand what this event is about and what's going to go on. So let's start with, what is Vision 2017?
Vision 2017 is a wonderful opportunity for people to explore how to start or to consider starting businesses in the areas of science, IT, and manufacturing. And when we talk about science, it's not, don't be scared. You don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to be a chemist. What we're going to demonstrate through this full-day symposium is that there are opportunities across science, healthcare IT companies that are being developed, cybersecurity companies that are being developed, different areas in life science, from agricultural to traditional life science companies, all the way to companies that are just in tech, as well as manufactured, consumer manufactured businesses that are in this space as well. So we want people to come out. We want to share how getting involved in this community is exciting. Yeah. And what Vision 2017 is an intentional outreach to women, to people of color, and immigrants, for them to come out and really learn more about what innovation is in these sectors.
Well, let's kind of get into that a little bit more, Christy. I mean, when we're just hearing these, sort of examples, sure, what exactly does that mean? Can you give us sort of specifics, like in terms of where people might be in their career, if they run a business already, sure, or if they're just graduates, yeah, and if this is really for them, and what they'll kind of take away from the symposium?
Yeah, I've worked with Cheryl very closely for more than 2 years now, and other members of the entrepreneur support community, to really make sure that there's a continuum of awareness and engagement, and then ways to act upon one's entrepreneurial and spirit or curiosity. So I personally typically see mid-career professionals who have had an idea, a range of technical and non-technical founders, people who know how to make the thing they want to make, people who don't know how to make the thing they want to make, but who are interested in seeing if they can make this idea into a viable business. Okay. So CET runs a Square One program where we're actually able to work with early stage entrepreneurs. Typical age of a participant is 40 years old. They're working full time, and they're really trying to figure out, is anybody going to buy what I'm selling? Which is just an easier way of wrapping your brain around, can I validate my business model? And so it's one thing to raise awareness, and that's what we're trying to do at Vision, and really give people real world examples of people in our community who had ideas, who have ideas, and who are actualizing them. And then what does that mean for you personally? If you find yourself as a good number two, and you think, man, I'd really be interested in working for a startup, this would be a great place to meet people who are looking to start it and need right-hand men and women. Or perhaps I could provide support services for startups. Startups still need all the other services that other companies need. And there's just so many different ways to interact with what we would call advanced technology, bioscience, consumer manufactured products. You don't necessarily have to be a technical person to be able to be part of this part of the economy.
Yeah, there's a really interesting story of a woman who actually worked in one of the incubators years ago, who was doing bookkeeping, and she noticed the opportunity to start a company. She looked at this market and said, wow, I'm not a bioscientist, I'm not a chemist, but I can certainly do bookkeeping. She started a bookkeeping company, and now she is doing bookkeeping for over probably 100 plus startup companies. So that's what we talk about, what Christy was talking about. You don't need to be the scientist or the chemist, but there's certainly those people who start those companies, they need the functional roles in those companies if they're going to move their business forward. So they need lawyers, they need accountants, they need finance people. So if you have an interest in starting a company, here's a great opportunity to service individuals. But if you also have the curiosity and interest in building or tinkering, or you've got a tech background, what a great way to get into this market right now, because it is booming.
Well, we have the details on the screen for people if they want to come out and check this out, which you should, and I think you've just described a full spectrum. You can be different stages of your career, but to check it out, it's Vision St. Louis 2017. It's taking place October 19th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, go to visionstlouis.com. But don't go anywhere. We're going to talk more about the symposium, so please stay with us here on STL Live.